Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission is set to begin clearing and registering aspirants for the presidential race ahead of the August general election. The exercise will be led by Presidential Returning Officer Wafula Chebukati at the National Tallying Center. This commencement of the registration of presidential candidates also marks the beginning of the official campaign period. We now join our reporter Brenda Ambulinya to give us the latest of what is happening at the Bomas of Kenya. Good afternoon, Brenda. What is happening currently? Are there any aspirants who have turned up for the exercise?
Well, thank you. We are here at the Bomas of Kenya waiting for the arrival of the aspirants who will be taking part in this exercise, the very first of a 6 or 7 day exercise that will see those people aspiring to be on the presidential ballot get the all clear from the IEBC. This exercise starts in just a few minutes. At 2 p.m. we do expect that the returning officer for the presidential race, the chairman of the IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, will be making his way here with the stage is set quite literally, and the candidates, the aspirants who will be hoping to make it to the ballot paper will be facing him, hoping to get that clearance from the IEBC. Today, this afternoon, we do expect 2 aspirants, one running independently and one sponsored by a political party. The first person to be facing the panel from the IEBC this afternoon will be Peter Kingori, who is running independently from 2 p.m. After that, at 4 p.m., we expect Justice Juma of the Justice and Freedom Party to be presenting his papers before the IEBC panel. And by the end of the day, these 2 gentlemen will be hoping that they will be leaving this hall at Bomas of Kenya as candidates, the very first candidates to be cleared for the race this year. By the time the IEBC will be getting through this week, it is hoped that the 16 aspirants who had been cleared during the first phase of this registration exercise, when the aspirants had been asked to present their papers, signatures of supporters from at least 24 counties across the country, a total of about 48,000 signatures and copies of IDs. After that exercise, about 16 aspirants had made the shortlist, hoping to now clear this hurdle and be on the presidential ballot. Out of this 16, 8 are running independently and 8 are running as party-sponsored aspirants. So that is what we expect will be happening here this afternoon. These aspirants, when they come in, perhaps it's just clear to also indicate that they will be expected to provide a number of documents just to ensure that they meet the requirements for the electoral body. Amongst these things that they will be required to present today here will be a banker's check of 200,000 shillings. Women aspirants, people with disabilities, the youth, however, will only be are asked to present a banker's check of about 100,000 shillings to the IEBC. Aside from that, they will also have to present papers, academic papers, ensuring that they are holders of degrees from recognized institutions in Kenya. And if the degree is not from Kenya, then that certificate will have to have gone to the university's body for certification. Other than that, they will also be presenting their copies of the national identification cards to enable the IEBC ensure that they are registered voters and therefore eligible to participate in this election. They will also be required to produce copies of their passport photos alongside what they already presented earlier on, the 48,000 certificates from 24 counties across the country. So we are expecting, we are waiting for the arrival of the chief officer who will be carrying out this exercise this afternoon. And then these 2 candidates, hopefully by the end of the day, they will be candidates, will also be making their way here. Tomorrow, the IEBC also has a very tight schedule. In the morning, they will be expecting to clear 2 candidates, the first one being Professor George Wajakoya, who's running on the Roots Party from 8 a.m. After that, we will have Walter Mongare, who's running on the Umoja Saming Party, just making opening Monday's exercise. But this exercise, like we mentioned earlier, will be carrying on from today until Monday next week, when all the candidates will hopefully have made it through the IEBC processes and emerge as candidates as the official campaign period starts. Back to you.